Welcome to Land Academy. I'm Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit.
We show you how to buy real estate for half of what it's worth.
And sell it on the internet really fast.
We are Jack and Jill,
and this is the Jack and Jill Show too.
With over 15,000 completed transactions, we're the experts at acquiring property.
Of all kinds, not just land.
For half price and flipping them for way more.
All right, let's get this show started.
Jack Butala with Jill DeWit.
Hello there.
Welcome to our show today. In this episode, Jill and I talk about why sending offers to owners works in every single county. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but turns out we have a little bit more to say.
We do.
Imagine that. Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landacademy.com online community. It's free.
Reminds me back when we first started the show and our friends said, what do you guys have to talk about that much? And here we are.
How can you talk about land every day?
Right?
God, it just seems like it should be 3 episodes.
Exactly.
Turns out he's right.
We do have a lot to say.
No, he's right. It should be 3 episodes.
Oh. Well, you do have a lot to say.
In fact, if you consistently listen to this show, you need to ask yourself some questions.
Oh, boy. All right. Brian asks, for investors buying and selling land the way we do, how do you see the principal value of building your social media presence? Oh, this is for me.
Yeah.
That is it primarily to increase visibility and improve SEO through delivering attractive content? Or is it more to use Facebook, etc., as vehicles for selling property? Oh, thank you for asking this, Brian. You know, I put little, not to plug our newsletter, but my awesome newsletter that I do every week.
Nice plug.
Thank you. I put a little tip in there. It is awesome. I put tips every week on just like little things I pick up on that people are chatting about. And I'm like, oh, guys, think about this. And that's one of the things I put in there is don't forget social media. I see people setting up only Facebook too, and they don't set up their Twitter or Instagram and Snapchat, which is now that's getting to be big. All kinds of good things, and they should all be tied together. I basically am telling people too, if you go to our selling website, landpin.com, and you look at the bottom of the posting, or just the bottom of every page, it has all the major social media things there. So you should have all of those. That's a really easy thing to remind you. Google Plus, all of that. So what is it about social media? Oh my gosh, so many benefits. Well, number one, when your offer reaches a potential seller, they're going to go look you up and finding you, and that you are a real person, you're transparent, you really are in this business, and look at the properties he's buying and selling. Boy, that checks their boxes, and now they're going to take your offer seriously. So that's one reason. And then when it comes time, now you're selling your properties. Why are you doing that? Same thing. You personally and your business, you want to be transparent and real and respectable, because it's going to help your future buyers, and also not just your credibility, but yeah, you really are marketing your property all over the planet. You want it to be visible everywhere, because what do Jack and I say that's, a word we haven't used in a while, and it was so overused in the beginning because it's important, is reach.
Reach.
You need to be reaching everybody you can. You want to reach 1 million people on Facebook and Twitter and social media, because it only takes one for them to buy your property. Thank you. I will get off my soapbox now.
Jill is the marketing social media person for Land Academy, and she does a bang up job. Here's my take on it. I can just tell you my personal experience. So when we started all this, not the land purchasing, but when we cranked up Land Academy a couple of years ago, I had a dormant existing Facebook account sitting there doing nothing, and it was packed full of people that went to high school, like everybody. I turned it all off. With all the social media accounts that I had, and I recranked all of them back up, whether I changed the usernames or whatever, and made myself have a real estate, specifically land, presence. And I started joining groups that are specific to that. And I turned I do not use social media for social purposes at all. Am I saying you should do this? No, I'm just saying that's what worked for me. And then, because here's the desired effect. And this is exactly what you want to happen. You're going to send a bunch of offers out, and the first thing people are going to do, if they're smart at all, is they're going to say, what the hell is this? Who is this person? Is there any credibility to this, or is it a scam? Yes, I said scam because the offer prices that we send out are pretty low most of the time. And then you want them to go onto the internet and find you as having a presence as an authority or a person who's in this business. And it doesn't happen overnight, trust me. But you want to be talking about it, writing articles about it, doing anything you can on social media, making comments to people who have land for sale. Go on to Landpin, like Jill said. This is why we created Landpin. And it's very new. Landpin was designed and is designed to have people who are brand new in this business make it look like they have a massive presence, like they've been around for a while and they're in a group. That's why I encourage you to use your name, not a company name. They're in a group, Land Academy or Landpin, that's in this business, and we're in it for good. And we have a lot to say about it. So when they look you up, you want to say, maybe I should sign this offer. This is legit. This guy, John Smith or Brian, whomever, he's doing this. This is it. He buys a lot, sells a lot of property. Look right here. On the flip side, when you go to sell it, you want the same thing. You want somebody to look up your name before they buy it and click the button to buy it. And they're convinced. Right.
And I love what you're saying about Landpin and we are purposely allowing and our members, our people to ride on our coattails. I mean, we've done a lot of the transactions. No kidding. Okay, but we're here teaching you, so we know you're doing it right. And I got to tell you, I have had feedback from some very interesting people in the land investment buying community who just out of the blue have reached out to me and said, hey, Jill, just a little FYI, I bought, I've been buying property from your members. We know each other because we are in the same circles, doing the same thing. And they're saying, I'm actually buying some property from your members. And every time I do, I can't tell you what a great experience is. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. They're buying great properties. So
I'd like to think that the people in this group have received some pretty good, valuable direction from us and from the senior members in Land Academy.
Yep.
And so we're like creating monsters.
We are. It's awesome.
I mean, we're creating forces in the land business.
Yeah.
There's some people that are making 6 digits a month, and they're pretty quiet about it. But they send me little notes. They're like, man.
That's why we are the land people.
The land people.
The land. Oh, those land people. Jack and I a long time ago decided that because it started coming up. We're like, you know what? I'm good with that.
Yeah, me too.
You're calling us the land people. We will be the land people.
If you have a question or you want to be on the show, reach out to either one of us on landacademy.com. Why? This is the meat of the show. Why sending offers to owners work? Why it works in every single county. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. But I wanted to put it in the title. What do you think, Jill? Why does it work?
Because who wouldn't want to get an offer? What's interesting? Even if you're not thinking of selling, it's kind of nice knowing what it's worth or what someone would pay for it, and just kind of have that in your head, and property, I always go to other things too, because like even a car, if I'm driving around with a car, I have no intention of selling it, but it's kind of nice knowing somebody wants it. It makes me feel good too.
I was just going to ask you, like, what stuff do you have in your life where if you got an offer for it, you would say,
children.
Oh, that goes without saying.
Just kidding. My resident. No, I'm just kidding. No, you know what? I'll give you a good example. It's kind of fun, but it's true. We, our total paid for residence in Scottsdale. I have no intentions of ever selling it.
Right.
/ however, if I get an offer in the mail, hey, it's kind of nice to know. Like, hey, look how cool. I just think it makes me feel good.
Absolutely.
It's kind of nice knowing. Look what someone would offer. I wouldn't sell it, and not for that, but
yeah.
But hey, I'm putting myself in somebody else's shoes. Boy, if I ever got in a crunch, gosh, I know I have some cash right here. That's it.
It's so attractive as an owner of anything to get an offer like that or to get some kind of correspondence. Not just, hey, are you thinking about selling that car? But just to get a correspondence that says, I'd like to pay you $12,000 cash for your car. I know it's worth $18,000, but we can do the thing in 3 days.
Right.
I mean, there's a high percentage of people that are going to respond to that, and me included.
I think everybody wants a backup plan.
Yeah.
We all want to have safety nets.
Yes.
We all want to know that we have options. So getting an offer in the mail, like I said, a real respectable offer that I try to hit home all the time, is never a bad thing.
Exactly. I just think it's as long as it's database driven,
Right.
it's not like
Do your homework.
It's not silly driven.
Exactly. Yeah. The other
So
thing
the variable is price. That's my whole point. That's why this works in every single county. $100 an acre doesn't work in every single county at all. But if you price property correctly and send out letters, it works. Go ahead.
that's what I was going to touch on. You just said
You got to do it right.
That's it. One of the things that I think people don't understand about us until they get to know us is we're not, and we will never say offer them $1. I've heard people say that, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. Don't do that. Be respectable. Always, yeah, it's lower than, because it's wholesale. Let's be honest. And I tell people, hey, this is my business. It's wholesale. So, but this is what I'm willing to pay. And if it doesn't work for you, I get it. Always be respectable. Don't tell anybody something's worthless or when it's whatever. Just don't waste their time and offer $1 because I think that's ridiculous.
I think we talked about that last week. I don't negotiate.
Yeah.
But I don't do it I do it with respect.
Right.
If somebody says we send letters out for $4,000 on a property and they say, I'll take 10, they call us back and say, respectfully, the offer's 4 and that's about it. And I've got 15 more people to talk to today. So I don't mean any disrespect, but this is just kind of how we run things. And I'd like you to reconsider. Send me a note, please. But this is about it. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not for you, that's okay. And the door's open.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah. And
It's not a negotiation. It's not a tactic or it's not a ploy.
No, we really are moving on.
A lot of people think that there's a ploy.
That's
or
very
a trick.
True. Isn't that funny?
I wonder why that is.
That's hilarious.
Who taught them that?
Because I think so much in this kind of real estate world, it's kind of been that way. There have been. Well, how about this? There have been a few bad people that have, I don't know.
Here's another thing I haven't heard in a while, which tells me maybe we're doing the show correctly.
Right.
Why would you ever want to kick somebody when they're down?
Totally.
You don't want to. And this is not what this is. If you don't want to, I don't care personally about you at all, seller. But if you want to sell a property for X, that's really what I care about. We can talk about your mother.
Oh, I care.
I know you do. We can talk about your mother-in-law, and I'm going to set the timer for exactly 35 seconds if you'd like. But in the end, if you just want to do the deal, we'll do it. That's it.
That's why Jack doesn't talk to them anymore. Because that's Jack's way. That's not Jill's way.
No, we have people in place now that they'll talk for a while. They're
Jill's
good at it.
way. But you got to weed them out too. You don't want to spend 3 hours. Now you're wasting your time and not getting
I had a consulting call with a guy last week. He's buying these 3 properties in the Midwest from this woman she talks to him for an hour every day.
Oh, yeah.
And and it's just, they love to talk. He loves to talk to her.
That's so cute.
This guy owns a ton of houses. He's a member. He's
sweet.
So he's used to the personal side of real estate.
Oh, that's
So I
good.
learned a lot actually from speaking with him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I was going to say too about why offers to owners works everywhere is because we've tested it. We've tested on land. We've tested on homes.
Apartment
We've
buildings.
tested on vacation rentals.
Yeah.
Dream it up. I mean, this is
Cars and boats.
We've tested all
Not that this is what the show's about, but the point is what we said earlier. If you think about all the stuff in your garage and somebody sends you a letter and said, I'd like to buy all the stuff in your garage. It's probably worth $5,000, but I'll come over and hand you $800 so you don't have to have a garage sale. A lot of us are going to say yes.
Yeah. And you don't have to clean it.
Can I keep the picture of my wife? Yes, you can keep that, sir. I can't sell that for anything anyway.
Oh, this is a perfect example of what's coming in our podcast world because there's going to be some video stuff. If you could have seen the look on my face right there. Oh my goodness, this is going to be good. I love it.
We're getting our point across.
I think we are. Well, and my final point of why this always works is because it's really about a situation, which we're going to cover more on Friday. So I don't want to get too into it, but that's it. You are only trying to reach. You're sending out a lot of mail to find those handful of people who meet your criteria, because you've already done that, and with an offer that meets your your numbers and you're hoping you hit them in that right situation. That's why you're sending out 1,500 offers or 3,000 offers, whatever it is. You're trying to find them.
Yeah, you're looking for a situation, not a piece of real estate.
Correct.
Driving for dollars is stupid.
Correct.
You don't know
That's
that.
my new bumper sticker.
You know what?
Driving for dollars is stupid.
Jill, none of our staff knows this, and the IT department doesn't know it all, but that's our new slogan for the site we're releasing, offers2owners.com.
Are you
Driving for dollars is stupid.
serious?
There's a few slogans. We're going to run
Oh,
them.
I love
Yeah.
that. That makes me so happy. I cannot tell you.
I know.
That's so good. I'm like making a note of it right after this show because I'm like, that's so flippin' funny.
Join us in another episode where Jack and Jill discuss how to use inspiration. That's her.
And information, that's Jack.
She is paying attention.
Woo!
Just about anything you want.
I do pay attention. We use it every day to buy a property for half of what it's worth and sell it immediately.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
Trying to slip me up, and boy, am I good. I have
Hilarious.
stuff memorized. Driving for dollars is stupid. Totally correct.
We just experienced yesterday meeting with CoreLogic and RealQuest, and we're going to talk about it on next week in great detail on the show. But wow, what an operation! I love data, and I CoreLogic. I'm so impressed by the products that they offer and how they offer them and who's involved in that operation. They're extremely intelligent people.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to talk about that next week.
Yeah, that's really good. We have more good things coming now.
Information and inspiration to buy undervalued property.
We are Jack and Jill, and this was the Cash Flow from Land Show.
We are the experts at acquiring property
Of all kinds, not just land,
for half price just so we can flip it for way more.
and really fast. Thanks for listening. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.